Now, though, the time is 6:39, and of course, in true fashion in Central Georgia, those events come, and so does that heat and humidity.
That's right. So for the next few days, we have just the heat. But then by the end of the week, for all these events, it's the heat and humidity. But I tell you what, we really enjoyed the first part of summertime because it could have been a lot worse to start June. And now we're starting to feel that here in Central Georgia. There's a live look down in Dublin. The sun coming up here on this Tuesday morning. We are talking about a pretty nice sunrise and a pretty warm sunrise. 76 in Macon, 77 in Warner Robins, 73 in Eastman. That sensor in Dublin is still down, as Ben was saying last night. If somebody could go plug that back in, that'd be great. 76 in Wrightsville and 74 in America. So the radar is mostly quiet this morning. The green you see on there is not actually rainfall. It's actually picking up on a front beginning to move into the area. Now this front, by technical standards, is a cold front, but it's not bringing us cold air, that's for sure. We're talking about drier air instead. We will feel the effects, namely in the cool mornings across Central Georgia, but between now and then, we're really not going to see much of an impact in terms of just not as high humidity. The temperatures warming up without missing a beat, 91 or so by that noon hour, into the upper to mid 90s this afternoon. Then we get into the evening tonight, a bit cool down back into the 60s. So that's where we're going to notice the front. Starting off tomorrow morning cooler, about 10 degrees cooler than we are this morning. On into Wednesday, still remaining dry across Central Georgia, barely looking at any cloud cover. But once we get into Thursday, that's where things could get a little interesting. So this is Thursday morning here, temperatures in the 60s. And what you're going to see is the possibility of some storms potentially. Actually, on this run of Future View, it doesn't have it anymore, but what I wanted to point out was with high pressure down to our south and to our west, we are going to look at the possibility of storms Wednesday through Friday. That would be what are called ridge riders, which means there's area of storms going around the high pressure, which we of course will be on the edge of. And that because of that, we will have a storm chance across Central Georgia. So I know this is showing dry conditions on Thursday, but I want to caution you through midweek, we do still have the chance of storms. And all of this is going to be on top of what has been a cool month, a 17 below average days, 8 above average days. I have a feeling we're going to round out the month here above average with temperatures in the mid to upper 90s, 95 today, 96 for tomorrow. How about 99 for Friday and Saturday? And that's going to come with an increase in humidity as well. Hour by hour today, again, a warm up that is going to be relatively quick with the lack of cloud cover out there. Lower humidity compared to what we've seen over the past couple of days with a mix of sun and clouds. Winds out of the west northwest at about 10 to 15. Sunrise is at 6:29 this morning. Here's your grill cast. I've got green spatulas across the board, so some welcome news on that front, right? Not looking at afternoon showers and storms today. And if you're thinking about headed out to Macon Bacon game, got 92 for 6 p.m., 89 at 8 p.m., 83 at 10 p.m. First pitch is at 6 tonight because they've got a doubleheader there over at Luther Williams Field. So a hot 7-day forecast, 96 tomorrow, 98 for Thursday, 99 on Friday and Saturday, a 20 to 30% chance of rain. That's going to be up to 40% for Monday. Of course, the 4th of July is next Tuesday. Here's an early look at your 4th of July forecast. I'm going with 90s, an afternoon shower and storm possible. Feels like temperatures, though, 100 plus.